I just woke up and I realized that I've not made my last video of 2017, and it was supposed to be a collaboration. I'm such a loser. Got my coffee done, put some makeup on, so I'm at least somewhat getting prepared to go to church. I don't know if you guys saw it, but in my coffee I did just a splash of vanilla and heavy whipping cream. Earlier this year I tried the keto diet and it did not work for me because I had a really severe flare-up. I have ulcerative colitis, and I got to thinking, is it because of the keto diet I had the flare-up, or did I have a flare-up in the midst of the keto? So now that I have the flare-ups completely under control, we're gonna give this a shot again, because I don't know about you, I really wanna lose some weight. I think that's probably one of everyone's #1 goals for 2018. So I was asked by Liz over in the UK. They've got a YouTube channel, and I have it linked down below. She messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, will you join in this? We are gonna talk about our top 5 goals, Homestead goals for 2018, and I said yes, and then like a complete and total loser, I forgot about it. So here it is, my top 5 goals for 2018 for the Homestead. So my first goal is one of those things that should have just kind of been obvious, because I have friends who are really heavy into essential oils and herbalism, but it wasn't. And recently, one of the girls, Nunda, she gave me a roller ball. I was having an anxiety attack, and she gave me a roller ball of something called Peace from doTERRA, and I was just like, it's an oil, like what's this gonna do? Like, I know they all talk about it, but I mean, I'm kind of a skeptic, and I've been using it, and literally the anxiety has went way down. Like, I even messaged Amy Fewell. I was like, is it possible to be addicted to these oils? And she was like, no, you can't get addicted. And I was like, literally, because if I don't use it, I noticed that I feel more anxious. And she was like, maybe your anxiety wasn't as good as you thought. So my #1 goal this year is to be more into herbalism, not even as much as the essential oils. Like, I'll do that as well, but I'm not going to be selling anything or anything like that. I just want to learn for myself. Amy Fewell wrote a book, and it comes out in April. I'll link that in the description below, because that's my boo-boo. She talks about herbalism and stuff. Like, I want to learn. I told her, I was like, I cannot wait to get your book, because I want to learn so bad. Like, that's my goal. Like, realizing that just that little essential oil helped just blew my mind. So Homestead goal #2 for me is definitely to be a better gardener. This coming year's garden is garden #3 for me. The first one was teeny tiny, and it did well, but it was just little. Got a cat playing the piano. But this year that I done, I got excited and I tried to do too big, and it overwhelmed me, and it still produced a ton. Like, I've still got carrots out there that I'm pulling up. So it produced a lot. It's just, it was too much too quickly when I'm not experienced enough. So this year I want to do kind of a more moderate garden, bigger than the first, smaller than the second, and definitely focus on being weed free. But is anybody ever really weed free? So Homestead goal #3 for me is going to be establishing my flock. As you guys know, I originally had a lot of chickens, and they were large chickens, and then of course we had the neighbor drama. And since that point, I got rid of those, got quail, got rabbits, got rid of quail, got rid of rabbits, and in the midst of that, I got my trinket back, and then it just kind of, I started collecting, because chicken math is chicken math. It doesn't matter if you're not supposed to have them or not. Chicken math is chicken math. So now I have 5 hens and 1 rooster inside of my barn. So I have the silver ducklings, which are my favorite breed, and I have 2 little babies in the incubator, or in the little brooder right now. And so my goal is I'm going to try to breed the silver ducklings. I love them. I'll be able to sell them locally. They're hard to find. And more than anything, I'll just have eggs and chickens. End of story. Just want to build my flock. Love my chickens. Homestead goal number 4 for me is most definitely going to be making an effort, like a real advancement with going to a lawyer and finding out what we legally can do on our homestead. That has been the hardest part of like this year, was just kind of, we're in limbo. We're in limbo. We know that there's a possibility that we could do something, but we don't have legal rights yet. So we're just kind of waiting and floating and waiting. So this year I am determined that we will find out a definitive answer of what we can do. Do we still have to do the underground homestead, or can I finally get the things that I want? Homestead goal number 5 for me is most definitely, homestead goal number 5 for me most definitely is going to be getting a dairy animal. At first, when we first started, we had the goal of having goats. So I was like, let's get goats. And then I was like, how about we get a cow? And now I'm just like, how about we get goats? Not because I'm that indecisive, it's just because I want to make sure before I purchase something that I'm going to make the best purchase or the best decision possible for my farm homestead. So we have been talking about it a lot, and really the goats would be easier for the kids to handle. We have more space, and we have the space for one cow, a cow. That's it, one cow. And I don't really like the idea of the cow being totally alone forever. So instead, I've thought about getting 2 goats and maybe a mini donkey. But 2 goats, for sure 2 goats, so that they're not alone, because the cow really is not gonna want just chickens for company. That's just not the way that it works. So this is the goal, is to get a dairy animal. You will just have to watch and see what we get. There's no telling what happens in this place. I don't even half know what's going on most of the time. So there you have it. That is my top 5 goals for my homestead in 2018. You can check out the playlist. I will link Liz's channel down below in the description, and that is where you will find the playlist for all the other great channels who have participated in this collaboration. I love you guys. I can't wait to see what 2018 brings us. And until next year, we love you. Bye.